Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of English with Magdalena. I'm so excited to have you here with us today because we're diving into a topic that so many of you have asked about, the writing section of the TOEFL exam. This is one of the most important parts of the test, and we're here to give you all the tips, strategies, and advice you'll need to master it. As always, if you find this episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Your support helps us keep creating content to guide you on your TOEFL journey.
That's right. Welcome back, everyone. The writing section can seem intimidating at first, but with the right preparation and strategies, it's not just manageable. It's an opportunity to showcase your ability to communicate effectively in English. In today's episode, we'll break down both writing tasks, the integrated writing and the independent writing. We'll also share specific examples, time management strategies, and common mistakes to avoid. So stick with us until the end.
Let's begin by reviewing the basics of the writing section. As you probably know, there are two main tasks. First, we have the integrated writing task, where you'll read a short passage, listen to a lecture, and then write a response that compares and contrasts the two sources. The second task is the independent writing task, where you'll write an essay expressing your opinion on a given topic.
That's right. The integrated writing task is all about synthesizing information. You'll be given 3 minutes to read a passage, then listen to a lecture that often challenges or adds to the ideas in the reading. Your job is to summarize and compare the main points from both sources in a way that clearly shows their relationship. It's important to remember that this task is not about giving your opinion. Stick to the facts presented in the reading and lecture.
Exactly. On the other hand, the independent writing task is your chance to express your own ideas. You'll be given a prompt, often asking whether you agree or disagree with a statement, and you'll have to write a well-structured essay defending your position. This task evaluates your ability to organize your thoughts, provide examples, and write clearly and persuasively. You'll have 30 minutes for this task, so time management is key.
Speaking of time management, let's talk about strategies to help you use your time wisely for each task. For the integrated writing task, it's essential to take clear and organized notes while reading and listening. During the reading, jot down the main argument and key points of the passage. When you're listening to the lecture, focus on how it addresses the points made in the reading. Does it contradict them? Support them? Expand on them? Taking good notes will make writing your response much easier.
Absolutely. A great way to organize your notes is to use 2 columns, one for the reading and one for the lecture. In the reading column, write down the main idea and supporting details for each paragraph. In the lecture column, note how the speaker responds to those points. For example, if the reading presents a theory and the lecture provides evidence against it, make a note of that contrast. This structure will help you quickly identify the relationships between the two sources when it's time to write.
That's a great tip. When you start writing your response, begin with a clear introduction that briefly summarizes the main argument of the reading and how the lecture responds to it. For the body paragraphs, focus on one point at a time. Start by explaining the point from the reading, then explain how the lecture addresses it. Use transition words like in contrast, similarly, or on the other hand, to show the relationship between the two.
Yes, and make sure to include specific details from both the reading and the lecture. Avoid generalizations. Your goal is to show that you've understood the material and can explain it clearly. Also, don't include your personal opinion. This task is all about presenting the information objectively.
Exactly. Now, let's move on to the independent writing task. This is where you'll write an essay based on your own ideas and experiences. Before you start writing, take 3 to 5 minutes to plan your essay. Outline your main points and decide what examples you'll use to support them. A clear plan will help you write a well-organized essay and avoid getting off track.
In your introduction, start with a hook to grab the reader's attention. Then, clearly state your thesis, the main point or opinion you'll be arguing. For the body paragraphs, focus on one main idea per paragraph and support it with specific examples or reasons. Make sure your examples are relevant and illustrate your points effectively.
Your conclusion is just as important as the rest of your essay. Use it to summarize your main points and restate your thesis in a fresh way. A strong conclusion leaves a good impression on the reader and ties your essay together.
Another crucial tip for the independent writing task is to stay on topic. Every sentence in your essay should relate to the prompt and support your thesis. Avoid including irrelevant information or going off on tangents. And don't forget to use varied sentence structures and vocabulary to demonstrate your language skills.
Great point. Let's also talk about common mistakes to avoid in the writing section. One common issue is grammatical errors. While minor mistakes won't drastically lower your score, repeated errors or unclear sentences can make your writing harder to understand. That's why it's so important to leave time for proofreading at the end.
Definitely. Another common mistake is failing to fully answer the question. For the integrated writing task, make sure you address all the key points from both the reading and the lecture. For the independent writing task, make sure your essay responds directly to the prompt and fully supports your thesis.
And let's not forget about timing. It's easy to spend too much time on one part of the task and run out of time for the rest. Practice under-timed conditions to get a sense of how long each part should take. For example, in the independent writing task, aim to spend about 20 minutes writing and 5 minutes revising.
Another tip for improving your writing skills is to practice with official TOEFL materials. ETS, the makers of the TOEFL, provide sample questions and practice tests that are designed to reflect the actual exam. Use these materials to familiarize yourself with the format and style of the questions.
And don't stop there. Read high-scoring sample essays to see what makes them effective. Pay attention to how they're structured, the types of examples they use, and how the arguments are presented. This can give you valuable insights into how to improve your own writing.
Also, consider building your general writing skills outside of test prep. Practice writing essays on a variety of topics and ask a teacher or tutor to review them. Read academic articles or opinion pieces and try summarizing their main points in your own words. This will help you develop the skills you need to succeed on the TOEFL and beyond.
Exactly. Improving your writing skills isn't just about passing the TOEFL. It's about becoming a better communicator in English. Whether you're writing essays for university or preparing reports for work, the skills you build now will serve you well in the future.
Before we wrap up, let's recap the key strategies we've discussed today. For the integrated writing task, take clear, organized notes, summarize and compare the reading and lecture objectively, and avoid adding personal opinions. For the independent writing task, plan your essay carefully, stay on topic, use specific examples, and leave time for revision.
That's a great summary. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you write and review your work, the more confident you'll feel on test day. And don't forget to take care of yourself. Get plenty of rest, eat a good meal before the exam, and stay positive.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of English with Magdalena. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to leave a comment below to let us know how your TOEFL prep is going or if there are other topics you'd like us to cover.
We love hearing from you, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Good luck with your studies, stay focused, and keep practicing. Until next time, take care and keep writing.